You did though. You did say, what if they Slark them?
Did I say Slark?
You did. Earlier, you said it for
I
fourth
said it at the start.
Or the third pick.
Yeah. What if they... I mean, what if they Slark them? Is it good? Do you like the Slark this game?
There's a lot of burst, and I think Slark is actually a bit tough to play versus Kunkka, the Rum, because ideally as a Slark you want to kill people in your first two Dark Packs, but Rum is going to make them incredibly tanky.
Why not Roshan over?
Don't kill Rosh. Turn him the other way. Face the camera.
No, he faces that way.
Well, he wants to face the camera now.
Okay,
there you go. Look how cool he looks. Okay. So that is Empire is picking to make it to the minor. That's what this looks like. They are in full try-hard mode. They pick Dusa. That's what I'm thinking.
My Suicide team picked Slark. I mean, Slark did win the last game.
But he was versus the Bat Rider. That's the thing, is there's the natural matchup for the Slark in that instance, where this one, sure, he can get the pounce on Legion Commander, and you can't purge the pounce off. You're stuck in it. So I guess that's what they're looking for, something that can just keep him in place while they get the supports to follow up. And now they get the increased night vision at nighttime, so Disruptor can get glimpses off and stuff. But yeah, I think Slark might actually struggle a bit because of that Rum. I think they need to snowball quite heavily on the side of Suicide with this Queen of Pain.
So who you going with on predictions? I'm
gonna go Empire. I think they've got a more solid draft overall. Suicide, I think they need to get the ball rolling so hard for this Queen of Pain and stuff.
I'm gonna go with Suicide team.
Okay.
I think the Slark looked alright last game, and I think that they can start. I think they can start and get the ball rolling nice and early.
Okay.
So
cool. Let's do it.
We're going separate ways. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The final game of the CIS region at the Corsair DreamLeague Season 9. It's Team Empire versus Suicide Team.
I'll be back 2 seconds on.
Going to take it. What have you done?
You got it for 2 seconds. I'm going to throw this out so I can get some room in over here, man.
Oh, okay. Off you go. We don't need you. I can say the smart stuff now. Good luck. Have fun. Said by Valor, he will of course be playing as we expected the position for Doom. The Die safe lane Slark I'm excited to see. Obviously FN will be taking the Dusa, and that carry Venge will be played by Nyx. See what sort of lane matchups they're able to get. Ghostic heads down it. It's going to be found out, and in fact Ghostic, there's a lot of heroes with their eyes on him, and I think that is certainly going to be your first blood, and it goes the way of BZZ. Does require the Doom to... I don't know if he actually needed to do that, but he does. He does skill up Infernal Blade as his level 1 to make sure that they get the kill.
I actually prefer when they do the score, to have the Infernal Blade
level 1. Just for the walk-in and harassment?
Yeah, it's just about being able to just walk in, you keep the harassment, you can match versus a lot of those like supports and trade hits. Well, if you get the creep, you're pretty much like, I need to get a Satyr creep or I'm going to be kind of useless. And that actually happened to him yesterday when he played the support Doom. He just kind of was running around. He didn't have a great place to actually be in the game. All right, so... First blood on the Legion, right? Legion did die?
Yep. BZZ got the kill, so that is a nice start to the mid that they'll be hoping for.
Yeah, we'll have a quick second null. And it will be that Dusa mid. So Dusa plus Bane mid, a little bit different versus that Queen of Pain. The matchup. So Quap will struggle a bit more in this one with the Enfeeble, but this one's all about just positioning in the lane, making sure you don't need those snakes. And top, Ghostic is left alone versus the Sand King. Shashlo is just deciding to pull, and it is that aggro tri-lane. This is what people have been doing a lot when they see Slark. I mean, it hasn't been seen too much, but when they do see the Slark, you punish it. If that hero does not come off to a good start, struggle super hard. And they know there's a Doom, so they know that they can't really help that Slark. So going for this aggro tri-lane, I actually really like for Empire. Slark makes his way toward top, so they're going to switch up the lanes.
Oh, will Empire follow?
This is look at this. Look at the mini-map. Look how awkward this looks. I love these kind of start to games where everyone's just walking around between lanes.
I mean, do Empire continue to try and mirror it, or?
I actually think Legion's okay with being versus a Slark. I think this is just, now we got some awkward Sand King walking bottom, and he will struggle at least a bit versus the Venge in the start. And Yoku's actually just going to trade hits on him while he's running across.
Hey, Yoku will...
Who's got the Overvenom? Does Yoku? Oh, Yoku has the Overvenom
yeah.
on Kunkka. That's new. I don't really see that too often. Alright, my back's hurting. I gotta move this.
Oh, he's running in. Another slap. Bam! Gets it down. They're chasing through the tree lines. Yoku just making sure the Shashlo can't head anywhere nice anytime soon. And yeah, it's going to be a slow leveled off lane or solo lane Shashlo Sand King as for that, as he is not getting anywhere near the lane.
Yeah.
I think he got like 1 creep experience. That's it so far.
Gonna pull at least to get the lane back into a better spot. But yeah, looking at it, I'd say Suicide teams, they're between Sanking and Slark and Doom. It's fairly greedy. I think Empire can actually get away with their greed with their do so with this game because of that.
Oh, they do manage to get the torrent straight up onto BZZ. Not really further locked down, but they're just keeping BZZ on his toes and force back, making sure that they can get the easy lane for FN. And so far, so good with that in respect. 7 for 4 on the Deucer, 3 for 1 on the Queen of Pain.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, Shashlo, as you said, did get momentum back of the lane underneath his tower.
Yeah, and his matchup isn't atrocious versus Venge because he's got the Caustic and Venge is such a short-range hero, so he will be able to farm down here and catch up. But he's already at a heavy disadvantage, at least in the levels. Nick's almost level 4, Shashlo about to hit level 3. Has doubled up the wave though, so that's very nice. Venge can't really deal with doubled waves too well. Caustic trying to bait some action up here.
He'll be fine, because there with Torrent, if Dai does try and commit for a play. But Ghostic feeling very confident manning up as such, and does actually get the Torrent onto Dai. Yoku, so I'll move in, just right-clicking these two down. Not much they can do against the Ghostic Legion in that respect with their early levels. The Legion just a little too strong.
Yep. Do some mid, eating some damage, but gets a snake off and with Enfeeble. Should be just fine. Has to back up and salve though.
As we can see, CS for both the Slark and the Queen of Pain struggling in respect. I mean, I guess the Queen of Pain's catching up, but the Slark and the Nyx, the difference between each of them as Venge is having a much easier time farming down point.
BCZ actually blinked in aggressively too.
Up top, they are going to try for the kill here. Going in, Yoku's got the Torrent onto 2, and that is going to set up a kill for Empire. Dai is still trying to man up onto Ghostic.
He's got 7 stacks right now, so he is fairly strong for the time being versus them, but they heal up, and they'll be fine. And we didn't get to see mid, but BCZ actually blinked onto the low ground to cancel FN's salve and died because of it. He actually just got walked down and then ate a Mystic Snake and died. So absolutely not worth it for him to do that one. Paying with his life.
Now Pain to return to the lane after refueling, rehealing back at base.
Yep, brings his buddy a salve too in that mid lane. And bottom we do see Sanking starts to catch back up because this matchup's fine for Sanking because he can always just double up the wave versus Venge. But Venge will have that experience advantage from the start. And Doom, Disruptor top.
I'm going to chase down on Yoku. Dragging him back into the kinetic field. Dai moving forward with the Dark Pact and Pounce. Does find it kill finally, but it costs him the Slark's life. Not worth there for Suicide team. Losing their carry for just the life of a support, and not, the fact that it wasn't just the fact that a carry died, is that they were sending in heroes up top to make that play, and it didn't work out. And
there's another interaction that I kind of just slipped my mind because we don't see Slark too often, but Kunkka versus Slark, you can't purge off X.
Nope.
You're always going to get pulled back to that location, so that can actually really hurt the Slark.
You can play around. You can
play around.
You can, in terms of, you can just get the purge ready for the torrent. So
yeah,
in a sense, sure the sort of the placement of bringing him back is still good, but yeah, if you can get out. But the mind games are there. You just wait with the Kunkka.
Yeah,
sort
exactly.
of bet as soon as you see the Dark Patch, you got a lot of time to play around with that X mark. So
yeah,
all about just a straight outplay who can outplay who with this. And
they can't, you can't Dark Pact the duel either or anything, so they do have those heavy lockdowns that can actually deal very well with the Slark.
Yeah. Mid lane,
this is starting to become very, very Dusa heavy favored. 20-10 to the 14-5 of the Quap. This Bay and Miposhka being a real nuisance. Trying to check the ruins, make sure the Quap doesn't get one. It spawns bottom, it's a DD. Nyx versus Shashla. Shashla gets both bounties. And now top, the dive, the X. No torrent ready just yet.
And they've already used the torrent once.
The Orb of Venom slow.
They are going to have torrent back again in a second.
Oh, he placed down the high ground. That might have been actually a misclick.
That was... I mean, there's no chance Doom was up there, but the boosted speed from Ghostic does still get him the kill. Dai's going to try for the response, but Ghostic has the heal. Dai has to back off. Meanwhile, back towards mid, they do manage to take down FN. Shashlo came in with the rotation, catches him out with the burrow and the double damage.
Shashlo, the DD, eats a stun. Got Sandstone though. Bye-bye. But now Venge is level 7, sinking on level 5. This just a laning start from the Venge, proving to be enough to have her get the advantage. And he's also spending a lot of time running around, to be fair. There's a full drum finished on the sinking. It's pretty early. Gonna shrine up. It's gonna keep the pressure going.
Jumping on Yoku up top. Ready to close the gap. Doom and Slark surrounding this Kunkka as Yoku will fall. Ghostic is there. We'll see if he can get anything in response. He can look towards the Doom. But there's the Scorched Earth heal out. So Velo a little too beefy to go on and out with the Disrupt trap here. Ghostic, he could be in trouble as well. They'll look to try and surround him. They'll drag him back. But now with the TPs coming in from the Venge, they'll just back up and out of there. They don't want to stick around fighting under that tower for longer than they need to.
Yeah, I think diving under there would be... Yeah. Maybe they get the kill, but they're going to lose too much out of that. It's too far. So, it's less than a 1k gold advantage, swinging between both. So, fairly even with the kills being even, and if you look at the last hits, Empire share, they're leading in those, but still very, very close early game. Just this Venge is going to be a bit of a monster. Nyx with Treads, Bracer, Aquila already level 8. Sashlo, though, on bounty rune control. Collects both again. Happy man.
See what I can find. Smoke on towards the top lane. Yoku just babysitting Ghostic from the tree line. They do have now 6 on the Legion Commander, so duel is available.
Yoku
find the catch, but
breaks the smoke.
Yeah, Yoku already backing off.
He can glimpse himself or his teammate with the X. He does get the X off, and he gets the X off.
Very nice, very nicely done by Yoku. And now they're thinking of turning. They've got the duel. Do they have the damage? I don't know if they do. In fact, with the Sonic Wave, they could be in trouble themselves. Empire Ghostic does get the kill, but it costs him his life. TP out will be there just in time from Yoku.
That's a heavy committed rotation. That literally, because the X happens from Yoku, good heads up play from him, being able to use that versus the glimpse. I was wondering if we'd actually see him do it, because he didn't do it initially first, but that time, perfect for the repositioning. They actually have to commit a lot of heroes to get the kills. But not do so. Farming the mid lane. With Queen of Pain leaving there, he should be pretty fine to just stand his ground. And Ghostic able to TP top and not actually get too much pressure on the tower. Sashlo bottom. Able to stun away. He makes his distance in. But look at that stack. Miposhka, he's looking at it. There's a triple stack there for the sinking. Whenever he gets a chance to clear it. I'd imagine Empire might want to make a move down and try to take it somehow, but they'd have to probably bring Legion or Dusa.
How's the Deuce doing? It's still a little bit behind that Quap now.
Yeah.
Off the back of those Quap rotations.
Because he died, right?
Sure, yeah. Just send him back a little bit, but he has this triangle to work around and farm. They're trying to get the stacks up, keeping them high.
Yep.
Dire's middle tower is under
Just wants that Mask of Madness so he can just farm this region for the 10 minutes plus while his team makes space around the map. Miposhka just standing guard. They haven't seen many of the heroes from Suicide Team in quite a while, so they are a bit afraid of the gank, but now they can, once Medusa finishes those, they can start moving to the lanes again. So Slark, does have Treads and the Aquila finished up. But still going to continue to get pressured. Miposhka, they get the sleep off.
Got the magic missile.
More than enough damage.
Perfectly done. But now, Suicide Team looking for some return kills. Moving straight in onto Nyx. There's the jump in from BZZ. There's the swap out. Manages to get himself back out of the way. Ghostic's going to be tag teamed in. And now it's Suicide Team getting run down again. Miposhka getting the double as he takes down Sashlo. Off the back of Suicide Team trying for the play, but good reactions, good TPs in from Empire. Keeps their lineup strong.
Yeah, and they're responding to these ganks while this Deuce is just free farming in the jungle. So they're just trying to make space for FN. Yoku as well top since the rotations are happening. He gets his 6, did a pretty nice time on the Kunkka. Both the supports matched up versus each other in that top lane. And Empire will look to take this tower bottom.
And we've all seen before how strong a Rum plus Medusa can be.
Yoku gets the X off again, and he's gone. X versus Glimpse, really good spell. Hype.
Tier 1 bottom is gone. Nyx with pressure. with the free farm on this Vengeful Spirit. Very much had an easy lane down there, as it seems.
Yeah, he's been left alone for the most part.
Yeah, with his
Except for that
drums
one
down.
play.
Tread's drums, he's pretty beefy for this stage. He's got quite a bit of a punch. We'll be caught out here now. They're trying to close the gap, but there's the save. Goes stick with a heal across the trees. Gets that Vengeful Spirit out of there.
The Doom raised his hands to cast Doom too. It actually, if that Doom did cast, that could have actually just been bad. Nyx could have just maybe ran away and
Yeah, I think
they would have got nothing for
he
it.
would have still got out for sure, yeah.
Yep. Still positioning themselves pretty aggressively down bottom. They want to take that big camp, the stack, and they will be able to now with the rotation of Ghostic, who's going to have a Blink Dagger 12 minutes in on Legion. They can definitely look to start making plays around the map. They can catch the Slark a lot of the times if he's pushing out too far, since he can't Dark Pack that. And they have more than enough burst, as he's shown, to take him down. So, Suicide Squad. Looks like they're trying to position something up top. They have some vision up here, but they don't see the Dusa. So this was kind of just a blind movement that they were trying to maybe predict a movement coming out by a Fen. And maybe they will be able to find him if he wants his way up, but...
I mean, they've drawn the line over.
They're drawing the line,
but
they want to get him at the Ancients, but...
He's already moved to the mid lane.
Oh, lots of wasted time for them. Empire is a bit afraid, though. Look at how they're positioned in bottom. They know that something's kind of going on here. FN is going to walk right into him. There we go, the trap is set.
Yep, straight in onto the Deucer with the Sonic Wave catching onto two. They may just get both of these kills. No, Ghosting. He's going to come in, trying for the response. Fiend's Grip as well onto the sidelines, but Poshure's still alive for now. The Glimpse will cancel it. Now with the charge for one more bonus strike to come through. It is going to be Suicide Team chasing for more. Ghosting looks to deny himself the creeps. It's not going to happen as Doom Velor finds the double kill. Maybe even more. Nyx in trouble. The warp to dodge the Burrow Strike.
That's a sick play right there. And Yoku now coming in. He did actually finish up the Queen of Pain in the back lines, this Kunkka.
And Nyx will still go down as Shashlo.
That was flashy.
The burst strike. It was flashy. Didn't pay off at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Maybe Yoku can still find some kills as he has got the glimpse. So the X-Mark back into the torrent onto Disruptor. Fen now coming in to help pick up some action himself. Again with the X-Mark. They can look to grab another, turning towards Shashlo. Chasing him down, in comes the Snake, looking for the torrent, it's going to be off the mark. Shashlo able to duke it out. Doom coming in with the wrap brown, walks in, immediately nightmared by Miposhka, but still he's able to chase down. Looking for Yoku, jump forward from BZZ, they cut down the Kunkka. Stone Gaze comes out from FN, but Suicide Team will have to look elsewhere as they move out. Back off from the Medusa.
That whole kind of wraparound rotation that Suicide Team did during all that, it actually ended up working. They did the full wraparound that took them almost a minute and a half. They get several kills, but during all that, Slark was free farming. So Dai has completely recovered. Shadowblade's going to be picked up very shortly. That was a neat series of events, including that swap to dodge the Burrow Strike. Very nice. Yoku got a lot of levels from that as a Kunkka too. Level 9 already. Same level as his Legion Commander because he got solo kill experience on the Queen of Pain when she retreated.
There's a close game, this one. 10-10.
FN needs to watch himself though when he uses the Mask of Madness. In that actual engagement there, he didn't have Mana Shield on, and he popped Mask of Madness and Stone Gaze. So I don't know if... It was still kind of hard for them to commit on him, but...
That's risky, yeah.
Yeah, he did turn it off by accident. Well, only 1k. It was a 3k advantage almost pushing 4k advantage into Empire until that whole series of events, so... It's exactly what Suicide needs to do. They just need to keep up their activeness around the map, and Slark with Shadowblade will help that, and he's about to have it delivered on the Courier.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
We did say though that Suicide Team need to keep ahead early.
They do.
The Shadowblade pickup, that's going to be the real test of what they can do with this one.
They're keeping it at a good spot though. Like even is okay. They probably want to be a little bit more ahead, but even is fine. Miposhka will get caught. Glimpse, what a spell. They give it to the Slark as well.
I would have seen that the Slark has his Shadowblade there. So Empire.
Yoku on the prowl.
They have got the catch. That man's got a duel. In comes the turret. Here comes the duel. Oh no!
No!
Sandstorm was out in time.
And now Ghostic's gonna get brought down here.
Oh, they're done goofed on Empire.
Ghost stick.
Ghostic
Still pretty tanky.
is still pretty speedy, but with the jump forward from BZZ, he is dead. Stone Gaze on the high ground from FN. BZZ backs off. They're moving in with a disruptor, maybe seeing if they can get a catch off the back of this. So they don't want to move up too blindly into the high ground, but still. A little bit of a failed play there from Empire with that Kunkka Legion combo.
They needed to have it happen pretty much perfectly. And it's very close to Shrines, so yeah, the quick responses from Suicide.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Shadowblade on bench, so he's going to be looking to get that stock around. This is a good solo kill item for him to he can kill like any of the supports by himself. Maybe not the Doom, because Doom is getting a little bit tanky. But yeah, Velo again. His Doom. Velo being just that nuisance for the enemy team. Every single time when he's playing for this team, his 4 roll. He's about to have the Spirit Vessel already finished up. It's going to be a very nice pickup for his team. Sashlo breaks the smoke, stuns away. Will he get swapped? They get the swap on him.
He will.
And the duel. And the Ancient's helping.
Ancient's helping out.
Ouch.
Oh, they might get more. Look at the Nightmare setup. Empire with the Fiend script from Miposhka. They're going to find themselves a second off that movement. 5 heroes now mid. Then a perfect place to push onto the tier 2 Ghostic. So jumping in and nuking down Dive, forcing him to back up to the high ground. In they go with the push, taking this tower at quite some speed.
Do so with Venge Aura. Lots of damage coming in there. Oh, look at they're spotting an Ancient stack. It looks like they kind of wanted to farm it, but they don't have the Deucer there anymore. And now they have their own Ancient stack, at least for the Deucer on the side of Empire.
Yeah, he's
it's just that one Ancient.
Sitting on good money as well now.
Yeah, he's recovered quite a lot.
Miposhka.
He is dead.
Definitely dead.
Sacrificial Lamb. Throw some Enfeebles. Make them work for it.
BZZ gets the kill.
Lots of deep wards been placed by Empire in this last few moments when they did that aggression. And oh, look at that. That is a neat ward. Let's see if that one gets found. You see Dai was actually pinging that they have vision on the high ground there, so they put a sentry. Oh, Kinetic Field gets it. They were trying to be clever there with that ward.
There, so they just did a little gap.
Yeah. But Slark makes it easy to de-ward.
Yeah. Now we've got Blade Mail done now for Ghostic, 4 staff done for FN. Ghostic is only won the 1 duel so far.
He's farmed though, that's the thing. He is still top 4 net worth as a Legion. And with this Blade Mail, he can do a lot of work. He can pretty much kill the Slark or the supports easily with a duel without much help. We saw this yesterday from Valor. He is a DC monster.
Yeah, I was having trouble with his internet.
And he was saying lag earlier, right? He was saying like lag when they paused the game, so yeah, I guess he just doesn't have stable internet. We're gonna assume he's coming back in a moment, so.
Come on, Velo. Get yourself back in. So I mean, at this point, it is a slight lead for Empire. I mean, how worried are you if you're Suicide team?
Be pretty worried. I think they want to play ahead. Yeah, I mean, with their lineup, they want to be playing ahead, finding more action. I don't think coming out even versus Empire's draft when they have a Deucer for late game is ideal. Because it's the Slark and Quap falls off. You know, like, that's the thing is Quap you want to play like a bit ahead so you can keep that farm going, but it's pretty much going to be Slark versus like a Venge Deucer core, and with the Rum, I think the Rum is going to play a big part in this game.
It is, yeah, the Kunkka, one of the reasons why it was obviously a worry already, a Suicide team. They did ban it out in game 2.
They did.
But rightfully so, they did have to ban other heroes like the Enge this time round.
And we're back.
It gets through, and we're back in. So, let's see what they're able to do with this advantage, Empire, and if Suicide team are able to climb back on top. Smoke up from Empire. Ready to go. Look for the plays. Go stick with that Blade Mail. As we've been mentioning now, picked up. He's got a lot of potential in the solo pick-off department. The Slark would be the dream. It really would, if they can get a catch onto him.
Big fight coming in.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Static Storm's down immediately onto 2. This is already putting the Bane in a very bad position. The Bane is gone. The rest of Empire's still around, but the 2-man bonus strike comes in. There's the Sonic Wave from BZD to follow up. They're getting bursted down low. The Doom's already out to Ghostic. Ghostic will be able to right-click down the Sand King, but Ghostic gets denied. FM will be able to deny Ghostic.
He's got a DD, but he's all alone now.
He is heading straight into the midst of this one. Shadow Dance on Dyer's there, but the X-Mark Torrent holds him in place. FN still fighting fit for now. They've got the sentry down. Can they kill off this Slark in time? They can't. Dye gets out of range of the vision. He'll get himself away. BZZ, he has been X-Marked, but the timing not quite there from Yoku.
That Obs ward doing work in that fight there. Velo was trying to position himself in fog to not get hit by the Dusa, but that sentry and Obs placed down actually allowed FN to kind of man up, and the DD, of course. I mean,
Worthy tribute.
that was a great fight though for Suicide. I'd say like the way it all played out, right? They instantly caught the Bane. Legion Commander got doomed. They got a multi-hero stun, and it was pretty much just this Dusa with Venjora kind of running in versus them. BZZ. If he blinks downward, he could be in trouble. Nyx is kind of trying to make him do something here, but the duel.
Quick plays from Ghostic, straight in. And that's a kill, that's a victory. Plus 14 damage here for the Legion. On top of that 10 already, so 24. Quick maths.
Dire's middle tower
Quick math.
is under attack.
What's that from anyway? Is that a song?
What do you mean, what's that from?
Like, why do people say that?
You don't know the song?
I mean, I've never heard it. I mean, I know the song, but
2
it is
plus
from
2
that
is
song.
4, minus 1, that's 3. Quick maths. Everyday man on the block.
I mean, I don't know this. Oh, FN gets
Hey,
he's caught.
they've got the TP cancel there with the Infernal Blade. There is going to be a boat flying through. FN's still alive for now, but he's not going to survive for much longer in the midst of that Static Storm.
His team is doing Roche during the meanwhile, though. But yeah, he's getting caught out. That's a high net worth hero. I mean, I only heard this only once or twice. I didn't know the quick maths was from it too. I know the 2 plus 2, whatever crap was. But
What do you mean by that?
I'm not a hip lad.
Lyrical genius, you know, sort of on par with that of John Lennon.
I'm not a hip lad.
Who else is good with the lyrics? I mean, you know, Eminem. That's what the lad was. He was on par with that. Mid lane. In they go. Underneath the tower, why not? He's got the Dark Pack to remove the Nightmare. Doesn't want to dive in for more. A little scared. I'll tell you who isn't scared though, this Disruptor. He comes in with a glimpse. On Baposhka, jump forward. BZZ looks for Baposhka, he gets it. Disruptor's being focused by the
duel.
They do get the duel into the boat, but the Burrow Strike comes in, trying to hold back Ghostic. Is not enough. Ghostic still gets the duel win. Magic Missile, Wave of Terror, onto the Doom. He's been surrounded, he's been X-Marked back. They'll get themselves the double for Ghostic.
We have said this before. Empire strategy is let Miposhka die, win the fight. They did it right there. They let Miposhka die. That's the key to success for them.
It really is. And they're keeping that lead, keeping that advantage, and making sure that the Slark is kept just behind them, picking them off each and every team fight.
Nyx is on the prowl. He's looking. He wants the Queen of Pain. Don't think they'll find the Sanking, but Shashlo has to stay in the trees. Has to watch him. Uh-oh. They spotted him. He blinks. He dodges the stun.
That was a little ambitious going for the Magic Missile at range.
It was.
Like, there was always going to be the chance he reacts like that, so I don't know. I should have closed the gap.
Should have definitely closed the gap.
Should have closed. I don't know, was the invis running out?
Quick maps. What? No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
So.
Yes, yeah. The people at this level of gameplay are
Just got excited.
dodge stuff.
He got excited, Owen.
That was an insult to the Sanking that he even thought he could get that Magic Missile.
Uh-oh, FN. He's in the same place he was before and he got caught.
Here we go. I mean, they will manage to Hurricane back him a little bit. Oh, trying to get the Stone Gaze off before the Static Storm is down, but the Burrow Strike Epicenter flying through from Shashlo.
Alright, he died in the same place twice.
Can they get more? That's the question. There's going to be the X-Mark back onto BZZ. He's looking for Yoku. TP now through from Nyx on the Vengeful Spirit. Will put off further movements, but mid lane, there's the wraparound. Die. Eyes on the Miposhka, jumping in with the Burrow Strike. They've grabbed the Bane. The quick screen from BZZ helps finish off the job. The fortification will come out from Empire, but the 2 men down. Suicide team still making quite an impact with these movements.
Yeah, FN has to be careful how much he splits away from his team in those situations, especially down bottom. I mean, he just died twice back to back. He's even pinging it. He's like, I just died here twice, guys.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Need to watch out how much they hemorrhage kills versus this Slark. Almost BKB online. Eh, not really almost, actually, quite a ways away, but... BKB for Nyx is going to be ready when that Aegis goes down for the Vengeful.
There it is, so. A lot harder for Suicide Team to get the quick kill on Nyx. I mean, a quick little tool is a very, very sort of beefy Venge for this mid-game portion. Mid lane. Looking for Yoku. Yoku just coming in, clearing out the wave with the X-Mark drag back on himself. Nyx looking to lead in. The Shadow Blade does get the swap onto Shashla, but Shashla, he gets the Sandstorm off, and he's out of the combo. They're not quite quick enough with the catch. They weren't prepared with the detection.
Yoku's got to start buying some detection, or have Imposture give it to him, because it's in a lot of games that I've seen where they actually miss these kind of kills because he doesn't have any. He likes to play a bit more of that greedy stance.
Velor!
Velor again! This man!
Oh, come on, Velor.
So Suicide needs to keep punishing these mistakes, though. Empire has been giving a few freebies, I guess you could say, especially on FN. Dying down bottom twice. Can't allow those kind of things to happen. That's how they actually can lose this game. But they're still in a very comfortable spot, I'd say, on Empire, with this Medusa being top of net worth, Legion being top 4 still as well. Sorry, iNet troubles. Gee, we're good. Don't worry about me. We understand.
Do we though? Do we? We do. We're generous folks here at DreamLeague. We'll let you off if you got dodgy internet. It's fine.
Worthy tribute.
Hey, Yoku in again and out. Just getting some info, checking what's going down. Lincoln's Sphere now done. On the BZZ quad.
They're going for a smoke play, but it was under vision. That ward actually did catch the edge of the smoke there.
I don't know if they're going to get anything off the back of this. If anything, you know, Suicide Team could prepare for this and try and take the fire in turn.
They might actually be able to, especially because Ghostic is bottom. He hasn't shown himself yet, though. He's trying to make a play on somebody that farms these, but nobody is down bottom.
Yeah, Ghostic's not going to get anyone with this.
All of Suicide. They are camping the high ground.
There's a Blink Dagger on Velor as well, so they can look for that instant Blink Doom onto the primary targets. Just waiting for that smoke rotation to come in, but looks like Empire, they aren't going to sort of overextend onto this side of the map. They've come down towards the bottom, looking to back up Ghostic if he does go and look for the play. And, I mean, at the moment, Suicide Team just aren't in the neighborhood. They are not near Empire.
Both teams continuing to just farm, keep the lanes pushed out as best as possible, so they can take fights in better positions for themselves. But Empire now looking to try to go for this tier 2 bottom. It does seem the line is drawn. They don't quite have Ghostic with the BKB. He's about 200 gold away for that Legion BKB, and the Aegis just gets free.
It's just gone.
Yeah. This Venge is very buff, though. Top 2 net worth Venge.
It's yeah, very impressive to see a Venge with this amount of farm.
Yeah.
Nyx keeping up very nicely, and
he's gonna hit level 20 very soon, and that's when you get the 15% extra bonus damage, which will of course make the Dusa more enabled. And Dusa has hit 20, so plus 700 mana. Dream.
And time to move in down bottom. They might see if they can sort of force Suicide Team back on this bottom lane, and they certainly will. TP's coming through, and Empire will retreat. Lincoln's Sphere now complete on FN. So the Medusa and Venge, this duo core getting very big and strong.
The farm rate is kind of staying even, though. It's not like they're catapulting ahead because they have this Dusa farming Ancients over and over.
Oh, Nyx. He's got the magic missile onto the Sand King. Ghostic with the follow-up. Quick and easy duel onto SK.
So much damage between these two with the Wave of Terror. That's -7 armor. Pretty significant versus the Sand King. Puts him actually almost negative. Puts him at 1. So BKB delivered for Legion. Nyx has hit the level 20 on Venge. Can get that extra damage.
I've got the money for the BKB on Slark.
Yeah. And how's BCZ been doing? We haven't been.
He got his Lincolns.
We haven't given him much love.
Got his
What's he doing? Oh, he's got his Lincolns. Okay. He's got a hard game versus the Kunkka.
Yeah, it's not easy at all. The way that Yoko's been playing some great catches.
Yeah.
And some great counter plays to that Suicide Team have brought to the fights. And now the push comes up on top. It's a strong one as well. This tower going down in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, with this tricore, with Venge, Legion Commander, and Dusa all getting so much physical damage, it is a very strong tricore as the game progresses as well.
Yep. Orchid to be the next item for BZ. Sorry, no, Shiva's Guard actually is also queued up. So, understandable as we've seen with the amount of minus armor and physical right click that they have on Empire. He needs to have something that will just give him a bit of beef, so he doesn't have to worry too much about blinking and overly aggressive.
Yeah. His last hits are pretty lacking on the Queen of Pain, though. He's at 148 when you look at it in comparison to the opposing course. 307 on the Dusa, 230 Slark, 192 Venge, and then it tapers off.
BZZ sees some action down bottom, immediately TPs away. Doesn't want to have any interest in laning against this Deucer at this stage. Has to stick around with the team and look for the team movements. As Yoku.
I think the only way that Empire actually starts hemorrhaging kills is if once they start splitting up. That's where they're going to start getting caught by Suicide team. So I do like that they are grouping up, staying behind FN, not letting him really get caught on his own. Mid, Miposhka getting stalked out. He's being the bait. The rest of his team is coming behind.
Let's see what they can do in response. Miposhka surely will fall straight off the back, and he will. That's going to be the first down. Velo's able to get the Blink-in Doom onto Kunkka, dragged back as well into the hands of Dai. Dai thinking very carefully about this fight. He sees the numbers turning up for Empire, and the Slark is out of there. Doesn't want to try and fight this. The Kunkka should go down. He's sticking down very low. Is it? No.
Oh, the neutral roots.
Yeah.
Velo as well.
And now with the turnaround, Ghostic jumps in immediately with the duel onto the Doom. The Ancients are hanging out. The Ancients do actually get the kill.
Oh, they got the kill too.
But of course, the duel victory will still go the way of Ghostic. So, I mean, they don't get the golden XP, but they do get the bonus damage. I think Empire are fine with this.
Yeah, big thing for Yoku was there. He got the boat off before the Doom came out. So he had the rum ticking while he was taking the damage. So just able to survive through all that DOT damage.
And here we go, Empire. They're up on the high ground. Buyback comes out from Velor on the Doom. Jump forward, looking for the Burrows Tribe, but the Lincoln Sphere is going to be there to block the stun. Dai, seemingly trying to see if he could get a look in, but he has to respect this power of Empire now. They have a significant lead. And he can't go in alone. They have to make movements as a team, really, to have a chance of swinging this one back round. As Empire was a pretty damn big. This Medusa getting pretty out of hand, FN.
Yeah, it's a pretty upward battle for the Radiant team versus this Dusa. Once the butterfly comes out, they really don't have great ways and tools to deal with her. They want to like make the fight progress for a long time so that the Slark can build the Agi stacks and then, you know, Inferno Blades be thrown out, and that's where the rum starts to wear off a bit. But the thing is, Empire, they're so tanky. 3 cores with BKBs, so much survivability as well.
Let's see what they can get done here.
Dire
And moving around confidently onto this top lane, but the scan from Empire does hit them. They know that Suicide Team are around, because Suicide Team still get a jump. Oh, they will get the quick reactions there to Ghostic's attempt to initiate. Immediate blink out.
No swap either to get the catch, so yep, BKB is wasted there by Ghostic. Suicide all back off to their lanes. Shivas will be finished up on the Queen of Pain very soon, after he finishes up the farm bottom. But now this is Roche, Aegis and Cheese. And oh, how lovely, a DD on the Dusa. This is going to die way too fast for them to respond with this tri-core with Venjora.
I have no way of getting in on this.
No.
So it'd be a very suicidal play.
Cheese? Okay, good. They did not forget.
Cheese for Nyx. Aegis for FM. That's the Shiva's Guardian done. So
Full butterfly is done. FN. Oh my. His health pool, 1600. His health isn't the highest, but his mana, he's got 1900, so that is pushing him very high up in that tanky mechanic. So Suicide, they have to be able to keep the split push kind of going here, because I think this might just be their Raxes getting sieged down. And them taking a fight versus this lineup, it's far too difficult.
Yeah, I don't know if they just can't sort of stop these guys head on. It's got to the point where Empire just move in. I mean, there's an epicenter Sand King just walking in, walking out.
They're just going to lose their whole base and they can't do anything about it.
It really feels like Empire have got to that peak of their strength as they're utilizing very, very nicely at this stage of the game. What do? You jump in. You're going to make an attack. They do get the Doom out onto the Kunkka, but look at this damage from FN. He just turns right through one. They've got the BKB. Dual lockdown onto the Sand King. 2 down. Dai's trying to turn around with the commitment. They get the Sonic Wave through onto 3, but Nyx Shadow Blades himself back to safety. FN is falling low. You're getting a lot of Essentia stacks being built up by this Slug, but it's not quite enough. He has to back off. FN actually chasing forward, looking for the Slug kill. Won't get it. They'll get the easier one onto Disruptor though, and again, that's a dieback on the Sand King. Disruptor and Empire down, and they're going to tap out. It's already too hard for them here. GG is called, and that means, ladies and gentlemen,
Empire,
they are your winners at the CIS regional qualifiers for the Corsair DreamLeague Season 9. They are making it to LAN. They've made it to another minor.
I think the thing is that Suicide did show a lot of growth throughout this. I mean, it was only 2 days, but I did feel like they progressed a lot. They took out Spirit twice. They took a game off of Empire here.